All right, so you should be in Fusion right now in a brand new window with nothing there. The first thing you want to do is create a sketch. All right, up here, if you hover above it, it says create sketch. All right, so you want to click it, and now it's asking you which plane do you want to draw on? The left plane, the right plane, or the bottom plane. We're always going to draw, for the most part, at least to start, on the bottom plane, meaning that allows us to create a drawing on the ground of the paper, for example. So you click that. Now we kind of zoom above it. You want to go up here to create and click on create, hover over rectangle. You want to start it with a center rectangle. All right, you're going to click it. You want it to be in the middle of this, right where the green line and the red line meet. So you want to click there, let go of the click, and then you could kind of drag this square around, and you'll notice that the numbers are default in millimeters. We want to make those inches. So we want a box that's 6 inches by 6 inches. So if I type in 6, it's just going to be 6 millimeters. But if I type IN, all right, that knows, hey, I want this to be 6 inches instead of 6 millimeters. So now to make it move to the other tab over here, the other dimension, I'm going to hit tab, and now this blue box is highlighted. So I'm going to type in 6 IN again. I'm going to hit enter. Okay? I'm just going to zoom out a little bit with the mouse wheel. I'm going to click on the mouse wheel, and I could drag this around if I'm pressing down on the mouse wheel. I'm going to hit finish sketch. And after I finish sketch, all right, it's done. And I'm always going to hit home, so I go back to my default view. All right, so now I want to make this big. So I'm going to, now it's a two-dimensional picture. Now I want to make this a three-dimensional object, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit extrude, all right? Where is it? Press pull, I guess, is extrude. All right, it's right here, all right? So I can hit extrude, or you see in parentheses next to it, there's a little E, all right? I'm just going to hit E on my keyboard or hit this for extrude. And now it wants to know, what do I want to click on? I want to drag up this face. So I'm going to drag this up. All right, not 15 millimeters. I'm going to do 2 inches. So I'm going to type in 2 IN. Now my box is 2 inches big. And then I'm going to hit OK. It's a new body. And now you'll notice that this body thing just popped up. All right, look over here. It says body. Okay, and I'm actually going to name this. If you click on it once or twice, sometimes it's a little finicky. Now I'm going to type in chassis. That means the body. I'm going to type in chassis, hit enter. So this thing will always be the chassis. Later on, I'll have something called wedgelets and wheel guards and all those things. But right now, this is the body. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to create a wedge. So I'm going to go to modify, look for chamfer. All right, if you click chamfer, it's saying, hey, which edge do you want to chamfer? All right, this edge or this edge. All right, I want to do my front edge right here. I'm going to click on this line, and now I'm going to drag this arrow, and it kind of lets me drag it any way I want. All right, if you go too far, an error will pop up. See that error popping up in the bottom here? I want to drag this, and I want this number to be equal to the height of my bot. All right, how tall is the bot again? How tall is the chassis? We extruded it to 2 inches, so I'm going to type in 2 inches. Okay? I'm clicking on the mouse wheel to drag this around and get a better view. Now I'm scrolling the mouse wheel to kind of zoom out and move in. All right, 2 inches, and I can tell my point is sharp, which is good. And even if I try to drag it, it goes in 5 millimeter increments, right? And even if I get to 50, it's not the perfect wedge. So I want to make this 2 inches, which is the exact height of my bot. Now it's a perfect sharp point. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm done with that part. So now we got this big old block. What we want to do is we want to make this big old block empty. So we are going to click on modify, and we are going to do shell. All right, and you could actually read the descriptions of what different things do. This says it removes material from a part interior, creating a hollow cavity with walls of a specified thickness. Okay, so I'm gonna click on shell, and now it's saying, hey, look over here. It says, hey, which faces or body do you want to make a shell in? And it's asking me to select. See how it's highlighted blue? I want to do this face right here. Okay, and it says the direction. Which way do I want to make a shell? Do I want to make a shell on the inside, outside, or both? Right now, we're just gonna do inside. I'm gonna click right here. I want this to be 5 millimeters. So I just typed in 5. Look, I could type 1 inch and the wall will be really thick. Okay, but I don't want to do that. All right, you can see it's that thickness in there. But I'm just going to type in 5, which is defaulted to 5 millimeters. And I'm going to hit OK. So now I have a nice empty bot. All right, this is the first part of your bot, wedged with a 5 millimeter thickness of walls around it. All right. Let's get ready to move on to part 2.